All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. It's been like a 5 or 6 month hiatus. Uh, we're normally on TikTok, but we decided to come to YouTube and bring you this. I don't have a background. I don't have a background because we're going to get these videos edited for YouTube purposes. We're going to get the videos edited so it can look great. Um, If you don't know who I am called the Hound of Justice on TikTok or Max Rider 34. Uh, well, check me out on TikTok. I don't really post over there no more because of you know why. But here we are, and ladies and gentlemen, we're back and we're going all the way in. A lot of people didn't even know who my next investigation. They did not even know she was gone. And that alone is alarming to me. This is Charmaine Maxwell, and she was taken from us February the 28th, 2015, last day of Black History Month, and at the halfway point of the decade. But we're going to leave it alone for now, and we're going to move on. So right off the bat, her death ain't set right with real people that pay attention to this. Her death ain't set right with real ones at all. Like I said earlier, a lot of people did not even know she was gone. So, in order to know what happened, we need to find out who she is. And that's what we're going to do. This one hurts, man, because it's just so much going on in here. But let me get through it because I get emotional when there's been hurt to my people. Like I said, her death didn't sit right with people. Um, she moved here from Guyana. She moved here from Guyana when she was a teenager. Her and her brother Brandon, who feels the same way you and I do about this. This was some BS. The way they're saying she passed away, and we'll get into it. This is BS. All accounts says she wanted to be a singer her whole entire childhood. This is from people that I've talked to about her. This is from people that I've looked in blogs. This is from blogs I looked up and looked at. And she wanted to be a singer. And it was singer or bust. It was entertainer or bust. It don't tell me when she started. It don't tell me she was in talent shows or anything like that because I stayed up nights, days and nights looking. But I do know this. I do know she kept going to auditions and not exactly making the cut on any of them. I do know she kept doing that. And eventually, she found a couple of more girls that, you know, kept getting cut out and turned down, and they clicked up and linked up. Of course, you know that I'm not telling you nothing new. This is Brownstone. Nikki Gilbert and Monica Dolby is who she linked with, and Lord have mercy, they was on some grown woman stuff when I heard them women sing. But they weren't quite official yet. You know what I'm saying? They weren't quite official yet. Um, they were still getting disrespected and turned down, even after they, you know, came together as a trio. Their break came though when they were spotted by two women coming out of a tryout, and two women spotted them and heard them singing. It was like, "Hey, was that y'all just singing?" And they said, "Yeah," and they got turned down. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. They took them to meet a friend in a high place that was in a high place, and this friend was a friend of the Pinnacle and my hero, and they didn't even know they were meeting him. But they went and met Michael Jackson. The room was dark where they were performing, and the people told them to sing. And out of the shadows comes Mike. And he told them, "Don't worry about nothing. I got you. You signed." Bam. Let's see. Hang on one second. It just don't get no better than Michael Jackson. It just don't get no better than that. So Mike signed them and even produced some of the songs on their debut album. Um, and it spawned off one Grammy nomination, which I think that was BS because these girls could flat out sing. And I think they lost that one to TLC in that year with the Creep song. They lost to TLC with Creep. But If You Love Me was a way better song. It, it was just a way better song. And I love Creep, but If You Love Me was just a way better song. They did win a few AMA awards. They did do that. For some reason, anyhow, Mimi got kind of tired of the industry for some reason out of nowhere. I think she's seen the writing on the wall, to be honest with you. And she just left the group and she said, "I'm done." And eventually she became a teacher. Of course, they got a replacement, but it wasn't even the same. It wasn't the same thing. I mean, nothing better than the original, and that's in all cases. So now they're doing their separate project, doing their separate lives. Enter this Karsten Soul Shock Shack guy. And here's where I'm starting to get ticked off. But I'm not going to front and I'm not going to hate. This dude built a roster with his music. He built a legendary roster with his music. However, I ain't gonna front. Let me go back on.